Before you eat, you smell food. Imagine your nose was here and your mouth is here. You start working out, you know, like a gym. But look, you have eyebrows above your eyes. Why? Because the sweat contains the salt. If it keeps going to your eye, it will damage it. You have a joint in your elbows. Why? In order for us to give and take and to eat. So that indicates, that's why in the Quran Allah said, within yourselves there is a science for the existence of the Creator. So we should be grateful to Him. So when the Creator chose prophets and messengers, based upon His wisdom, He gave them something that differentiated them from the rest of the people. Because some people will claim to be a prophet of God, but they are liars. You with me? Okay? They are liars. So how do you know true prophet and a false prophet? True prophets, let me ask you this question before I carry on, because I want to make sure you with me. Who knows the future in detail?
Allah.
Except God, yeah. Logically speaking, God. Like if I make a phone, no one knows about the phone in detail except me. You understand? So no one knows about this creation except God. You understand? So now the prophets, they prophesy about the future. I will give you some prophecies and I want to reflect upon it, which Prophet Muhammad said. Prophet Muhammad, who lived 1,400 years ago in the middle of desert in Mecca, he said there will come a time when you see the barefoot Arab man competing in building tall buildings. What you have to understand, when the Prophet Muhammad mentioned that, alayhi salatu wasalam, the Arabs were not known to build tall buildings. They also were known during those days, the Persians, the Romans, the Egyptians, the Greeks. Let me ask you this question. Where is the tallest building in the world? Dubai. Dubai 50 years ago was a pure desert, let alone 1,400 years ago. So how a man that lived 1,400 years ago knew about something precisely, specifically, detailed? Another one. Prophet Muhammad said there will come a time when the Arabs stop using the camels as a riding beast, and they will use something as a box. Listen to this carefully. Something as a box that will carry them from their houses to the mosque with their wives. The question you ask yourself, we know the camels to the Arab man is like his wife, you know, like family. That's what they use all the time. But we know now, if you go to the Arab world, what they use? Cars. And the Prophet Muhammad, what he said? Like a box. So how he knew that? For example as well, let me give you this example. Do you know the Quran? The book, the holy book of the Muslims. The holy book of the Muslims, Allah mentioned in the Quran 1,400 years ago that this book, Allah revealed it in the way will be easy for the people to memorize it. This question I will ask you, is there any book that you know, the size of the holy book for the Muslims, it has been memorized by 100 million of people? Do you know any book like that? Word for word, letter for letter? No. Except the Quran. Imagine, even Denmark you have Muslims there. You know, Somalians have Somalians there, MashaAllah. And Somalians, they're known to memorize the Quran. Allah Mabarak, may Allah bless them. So word for word, in Africa, in Europe, in America, Muslims memorize the Quran word for word, letter for letter. If Prophet Muhammad was a false prophet, how was he able to say the book that I came with will be memorized by everyone? That speech is a speech of the Creator who knows about His creation. Make sense? Okay, now let me ask you. Imagine I give you £2 million as a gift. What would you say to me at least? Thank you. £2 million is a big money. You go to Denmark, you live a nice life. Nice house, nice car, nice wife, okay? Or nice husband, okay? For there's a woman here as well, okay? Now I will give you £2 million on a condition, give me your 2 eyes. Would you do that? No, go. Why? Because your eyes are more valuable than £2 million. So why don't we be grateful to the one who gave us eyes for free? See, that's what Allah said in the Quran. If you try to count Allah's blessings upon you, you will never be able to do so. If someone come with a gun try to kill us, we will do anything to save our life, because our life is so dear to us. So why we are not grateful to God? And all of us here, we should be grateful to God, correct? But the second question comes in, if you want to buy a gift for your mother, would you buy a gift that you love or your mother love? Your mother love. If you want to buy a gift for your mother, you have to ask her what she loves, correct? Likewise, if you want to be grateful and worship the Creator, We should worship him the way he loves, not the way we love. Why? Because the way we love is subjective. The way he loves is objective. That's what Islam is based upon. When a person, because Islam, not like Christianity, Islam came for everyone. Prophet Muhammad was the last prophet who came for everyone. There were Muslims from even the time of Prophet Muhammad, there were Muslims from the Romans and the Byzantine. Islam means that I testify that no one worthy of worship except God alone, Allah. And Muhammad is the messenger. What you have to understand, how old are you by the way? All of you 15, 16, unless, okay. All you have to understand, this life is very short. Regardless how old you are, one day you have to leave this life. And we're going to die. And you'll be inside the grave by yourself. All of you friends here, they're not going to come with you inside the grave. All of us, I'm going to be inside the grave by myself. So we have to prepare ourselves for that day. That's why in Islam we believe Allah will not punish anyone until the proof has become clear to them. Allah said in the Quran, there is no one more unjust than the one